Kinda spooky outside. Bike blogger here. On my way not to work. It's actually after work hours. The sun is setting. It's getting dark. It actually rained not long ago. And it's looking kind of spooky outside. Woo. A little windy too. So since I flopped a little, I meant to post the last video on Friday and I didn't. I think I posted on Saturday or Sunday, so here's a little bonus video for you. Me just wandering around, riding my bike around. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. It rained, like I said, just not long ago. Pretty hard, actually. So, I'm gonna go to the park, ride my bike around the park a little, see what we see. Probably nobody will be at the park, because it's all wet right now. It is June, so summer is here. What's that in the road? Black cat. A few videos ago I mentioned an injured knee. Well, I'm completely better now. I've been kind of winging it. Feeling a lot better now though. That is a loud van. That van that just went by. Must have a damaged muffler or something. It sure is letting out a lot of smoke. I mean, a lot of smelly smoke. You can't really see it. The state of Missouri, USA, which is where I live, the legislature is voting to get rid of the emissions test for automobiles. So let's just keep going straight. So essentially, you won't have to get your car tested. It's already only required in certain areas, busy areas like where I live in St. Louis. So, yay for polluting. It's kind of sad. I used to live in what used to be deemed a swing state. That is, there's two political parties in the United States, major ones, Democrat and Republican. And we used to be a state that was like, I wouldn't say half and half, but maybe 60-40 at one point in time. And now we're extremely Republican in Missouri. So whether you're all Republican or all Democrat, that's always a bad thing, because one party system, you know, it's like you got one group of people that basically can do whatever they want because they have absolutely no meaningful opposition. But let's not talk politics. Let's ride our bike here. I'll give you a little snippet of what we're going to talk about this week in my next video. Cars, cars, cars. We're going to talk about cars, but not in this video. So I already touched on that with the emissions stuff. Okay, sure. Bike blogger needs to get over. Waiting for an opening. Waiting for an opening. Woo! It's getting dark. I think it's because this way is getting turned around. This way is east, and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So we're going into the darkness. Into the darkness. That car back there I just passed, that car's been parked there for like 2 weeks. I don't know if somebody just comes by here at this same time of day, maybe, to, you know, run around the park or something. I don't know. Ride their bike around the park, you know. drive here and ride their bike or whatever, but or that car is abandoned and it's been sitting there for quite a while. Stupid cars. Cars always blocking the road. People, no people in them, just parking on the road. Always annoying. They didn't have lines of parked cars all over the road. You'd have a nice good-sized bike lane, but I don't know if there's ever, I mean, I wasn't gonna talk about cars, but I'm just rambling really. This is just a bonus video. I don't know if I'll ever see, even in my lifetime, and I'm not that old, I don't know if I'll ever even see driverless, you know, car infrastructure. Now it's true that it might be more popular, more in demand than bicycle infrastructure, because I don't know, it seems like, I don't want to be negative and say that, you know, it seems like anyone who wants to ride a bike for commuting or whatever is already doing it, but hey, the more the merrier. But I was just gonna say, in terms of infrastructure and driverless cars, I'd rather see like a sharing economy sort of a thing, maybe. You know, there's already Uber, you know, which is one step in that direction, I guess. How sustainable it is, I don't know. Dirty brakes. Maybe a way, you know, where it's like, you don't even have to buy a car anymore. You can just, you know, your town has X number of cars, and you have to have your ID to unlock the car or something, and you can just use it, and they're just parked all around, you know, town or whatever, and you wouldn't actually need to have your own car. Deal with all the hassles that it is with owning a car. But of course, if you have your own automobile, there are conveniences to that too, so I don't know. Maybe that's not a very good system. I'm just trying to think of something kind of in between ownership or leasing a car and renting a car. But I guess it would be kind of like renting a car if some town bought a bunch of cars, and I guess I'm talking socialism. You know, a large entity made up of taxpayers all pool their money together and buy a bunch of cars. But you know, you wouldn't need, you know, one for one citizen, one car. You know, you'd only need maybe, you know, depends on what kind of town you're living in. You know, if you're in a more built up urban center or not, but you know, you probably only need about one car for every 4 people or something. Basically, so you wouldn't just have all this wasted money, basically. And by that I mean cars that are just sitting around, parked on the street, not getting any use at all. It just seems like such a waste. And this is how people get rich. They identify a wasteful thing and they turn around and make a usefulness out of it. That's how you get rich in this world. Either that or you invent something amazing, and there hasn't really been a whole lot of that in the past 50 years, really, in my opinion. Anything really revolutionary. So you identify inefficiencies and you fix them. Yeah, so just rambling. Where am I gonna go? I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Oh, there's a big tent over there. Huh. I'm guessing it's for a wedding or something. There's people dancing in that World's Fair pavilion. It's a pavilion from the World's Fair, from I think, or it's partially built out of stuff from the World's Fair of 1904, which is a long time ago. I don't think we'll have a result yet, but if you, let's go down this way. If you watch ice hockey is where you have a bunch of sticks and you slap a puck, which is like a, how to describe what a puck is. It's basically like a ball, a flattened ball. You just knock it around on ice while wearing ice skates. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of stupid, but that's kind of popular in Canada and the United States. Anyway, the St. Louis Blues, which are the local professional hockey team in my city, are in the Stanley Cup right now, and they haven't been in the Stanley Cup since 1970, and they've never won, and they're tied right now, so it's kind of exciting, even though I don't really care about ice hockey. Like, yeah, let's go this way. Like a lot of people, you know. Like, ice hockey is, I guess, kind of like football or soccer. It's really low scores. It's not like baseball or football, American football, or anything like basketball. You know, the scores are always pretty low. They're doing something over here. Bug. Maybe this is that Shakespeare in the park or whatever. Shakespeare in the park. They don't want me going this way. So we'll just make a U-E. Or we'll just ride our bike on the grass. Oh my gosh. This is much harder than it looks. Road bike on the grass. I'm trying to get around. Oh man. This is difficult. And you probably can't see what's going on because it's pretty dark. Whew. Good exercise. Getting a little bit of momentum going here. Anyway, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Whew. Oh my. Let's see, can I get through here now? I don't know. I don't know. They have these tents on the trail. Alright. See, there's a play going on. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Porta potties.